Prince Andrew, yes, our beloved Duke of Drama himself, wasn't just dodging awkward interview questions and process servers. He was literally dodging assassination plots. I'm talking IRA terrorists, Argentine death squads, and a security system apparently more porous than a chocolate teapot. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand why Prince Andrew might just be the luckiest unlucky royal in British history. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Now, before you think I've lost the plot completely, this isn't some wild conspiracy theory I've cooked up after too much Earl Grey. No, no, no. This bombshell comes straight from royal biographer Andrew Lownie's explosive new book, entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York. And let me tell you, this book is causing more waves than Harry and Meghan at a palace garden party. Lownie just dropped these assassination revelations on the Daily Mail's Palace Confidential show, and honestly, the timing couldn't be more perfect or more awkward, depending on how you look at it. Because nothing says I'm having a great year like finding out people have been plotting to permanently remove you from the royal succession. Am I right? But here's where it gets properly mental. According to Lownie, Andrew's laxity about security made him about as protected as a summer picnic in a thunderstorm. And we're not talking about one little plot here, folks. Oh no, we're talking about multiple assassination attempts from two of Britain's biggest enemies at the time. So how did our helicopter-flying, Newsnight disaster prince manage to survive not one, but TWO death plots? Well, grab your biscuits and let's find out. Right. Let's rewind to 1982, shall we? The Falklands War, where Prince Andrew actually did something genuinely heroic, flying helicopters and serving his country. Plot twist. Apparently being a war hero comes with occupational hazards nobody mentions in the recruitment brochures. Enter the Argentine junta, and boy, were they not happy about losing. According to Lownie, these sore losers had a brilliant post-war strategy. Can't beat the British military? Let's just murder their prince instead. But here's where it gets properly cinematic. Fresh off his war hero stint, what does our Andrew do? Does he lay low? Maybe stay close to palace security? Nope. He jets off to Mustique. That's the Caribbean paradise where the royals go to pretend they're normal people, with his then-girlfriend, American actress Sue Stark. And can we just take a moment to appreciate the absolute audacity? Your enemy country literally wants you dead, and you respond by going on a very public, very romantic holiday to an island. It's like painting a target on yourself and then standing in broad daylight. Now, Lownie reveals that this assassination plot was never implemented, but it was certainly planned. Which, let's be honest, is probably the only reason we're not talking about Prince Andrew in past tense right now. Think about it. If the Argentines had succeeded, the entire royal family tree would look completely different today. No Beatrice, no Eugenie, and probably a very different set of headlines over the past few decades. Makes you wonder if sometimes the universe has a twisted sense of humor. Doesn't it? Now, if you thought the Argentine plot was wild, hold on to your fascinators because the IRA apparently looked at Prince Andrew's schedule and thought, you know what? Golf courses are perfect for assassinations. According to Lownie, the Irish Republican Army had their sights set on taking out Andrew while he was enjoying a leisurely round of golf. And honestly, I can't decide what's more shocking, that they planned this, or that Andrew apparently kept playing golf despite presumably knowing about terrorist threats. But this is where Andrew's infamous laxity about security becomes less charming quirk and more potential death sentence. We're talking about a man who, according to this biographer, treated security protocols like suggestions rather than life-saving necessities. Now, the IRA were no joke. We're talking about an organization that nearly killed Margaret Thatcher, successfully targeted Lord Mountbatten, and were absolutely ruthless in their campaign. The fact that they had Andrew in their sights should have been enough to make any sane person never leave the palace again. The question is, how did he keep dodging these bullets? Sometimes literally. Was it luck? Was it better security than we think? Or was Andrew just too unpredictable for assassins to pin down? Now, here's where things get properly interesting from a psychological perspective. Are we seeing a pattern here? Because when you look at Andrew's life, the Epstein connections, the Newsnight disaster, the financial controversies, suddenly this laxity about security starts looking less like carelessness and more like a fundamental character trait. Think about it. This is a man who apparently brushed off not one, but TWO assassination plots, then went on to maintain friendships with convicted sex offenders, give catastrophic interviews without proper preparation, and make financial decisions that raised eyebrows across the Commonwealth. It's like he's been playing life on expert mode with the difficulty turned up to 11, but forgot to actually develop any expertise. And the thing is, when you're royal, poor personal judgment doesn't just affect you. It becomes front-page news, Netflix series, and apparently, biography fodder that reveals decades-old assassination plots. But here's the million-pound question. In an age where royal security is tighter than ever, where every move is monitored and every threat assessed, how did these plots from the 80s stay secret for so long? Right. Let's address the elephant in the palace, shall we? These assassination plots happened in the 1980s. We're talking 4 decades ago. Is this just incredibly thorough research by Lownie, or were these stories deliberately buried? Because let's be honest, Prince nearly assassinated twice feels like the kind of headline that would have sold newspapers faster than you can say exclusive royal scoop. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green.